Welcome guys to another episode of Nerds for Life Supercoach. Today is my team reveal. I know, exciting stuff, and honestly, it's mid-price madness this year. This year, we're tossing out the rule of start as few mid-prices as physically possible, and this year, we're starting as many mid-prices as physically possible. That's because the quality of mid-prices is like nothing I've ever seen before. It's not like nothing I've ever seen before to kick off the season. So my team is got it. Look, honestly, I like it, but also there's a part of me that thinks it looks disgusting. But before we get into that, I do want to make sure to remind you to subscribe, whether you're watching this on YouTube, on Facebook, or on Spotify. Give us a like, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you think. Even if you want to post your team photo in the comments as well, you can do so. More than happy to look into that if you guys want. Give us a like on Nerds for Life SC on either its Facebook, Instagram, X, Twitter, TikTok. Did I say X and Twitter? I did. That's fantastic. Basically all the socials. I'm on everything. Nerds4Life SC. Now, one last thing before we get to my team reveal. I know you can see my defenders on screen if you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook. But our major sponsor, Game Day Squad, I did create a team last week because it kicked off an opening round, and you can join me still in our open league. It supports the page. If you use the code, I'm just going to get you the code now, NERDS in capital letters. So if you join Game Day Squad, NERDS, it's another way of playing fantasy football. There's a lot of other sports there too. You can go head to head against me as well using the code AR0041YF. I'm going to post what my team's going to be this week later. I can't actually log in at the moment. I may have forgotten my password to show you guys, but I'm going to post it on my channel later. But I did kick off last week, and I'm coming 198th in the Classic League at the moment. So that's not a bad start. Not a bad start. So we started off with opening round. I'm obviously going to make a lot of changes because, well, let's be honest, the players that I have available now are significantly greater than the players we had available in opening round. So I'll let you guys know what team I do select. But if you did want to join me on another platform and go head-to-head against me, you can. NERDS is the promo code that supports the page. And if you use the league AR0041YF, that'll get you head-to-head with me. And we can, I'll actually, you know what? I said I was going to give a shout out to the weekly winner, and I was about to skip it. So give me a minute. I'm just going to jump in because it works on my phone at the moment. Let's see. Where's my private league? And yeah, no, I'm just really struggling. Oh, here we go. So we've got DeBergs Greeton, who scored 2,467 points to kick off the season. I came fourth in my own personal league, private league. I came fourth, but there were a couple of teams that were a bit better than me. So congratulations, guys. Thanks for joining. Thanks for supporting the page. Now let's go back to SuperCoach. I'm going to kick it off. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. There's reasons why I'm picking these players. I feel like opening round is the biggest cheat code in history. I had 5 players below a 10% ownership, and two of them had a below 5% ownership prior to opening round, and now we got to see a sneak peek into a couple of things, and unfortunately that meant all my points of difference have been jumped on. So I've got Jank Sinclair in defense as my D1. I didn't pick Naz. I am not one of the guys that just jumped off Naz and went to Sinclair because of the opening round game. I've been on Sinclair for all preseason. Ahead of Naz because I just think Naz is going to get attention, and already opening round he got a tag, which is exactly why I didn't jump on him. Sinclair has free reign in defense, and we know what this guy can do. He's already got a 143 to his name, and he's just going to keep adding to that, let's be honest. Connor Rosie, just his early draw is insane. Just lock him in, whether he's playing defense or midfield or rotating between the two, he should score well. Lockie Blackiston, I've just brought in because I've just dumped Colby McKercher. Now, I've posted my reasoning on X and Facebook last night as to why I've dumped Colby McKercher. Interrupted pre-season due to his finger injury. I know that doesn't mean that he's unfit, but it means that he's not match fit necessarily. He hasn't had that role in any of the practice matches because we haven't seen him in any of the practice matches that we want, which is him flying from half back. He's come back to training this week and he's trained solely as a midfielder, which is not what we want to see as SuperCoach fans. Great for AFL. AFL-wise, it's probably the right call. Clarko is here to win AFL games and premierships, not to help us with our SuperCoach teams, although it'd be great if he did. So I just see, and then we've seen Luke Parker playing at halfback. We know that Blamaries is making his debut and he played across halfback as well. I just see McKercher playing more midfield, and that's not what I want to see. So I've actually dumped him for Lockie Blackiston, who's going to be Essendon's number one ruckman for at least a month, we hope. And I'll get into why that's going to be really important later on as well. Sam Grilge locked in, making his debut. I'm recording this on a Thursday night, so we know, or Thursday afternoon, we know the teams, and Grilge has been named to play. He's got DBP, he's making his debut, has looked great from halfback at Richmond. Just pick him. Jai Sarong has already scored a 77. Now, yes, the scores don't count from opening round, but they do in terms of price changes, and he's already got a 77 in his 3-game price cycle. Honestly, it looks like the job security is there. He's playing defense. He's also playing across the wing. He looks good, and with a score like that, he should make some bulk cash. Lockie Jacks, I can't pronounce his name. Is his name Lockie Jacks or something else? Did I just say that confidently? And it's just, yep, it is Lockie Jacks. 119k rookie, scored an 84 in an attacking defensive role. Similar with Sarong, just pick him. I've got Josh Gibcus in defense as well. Now, I've been toying with Selwood, but I just don't think I can go out there with another round 3 bye player, even though he is a rookie. I know that he scored a 70 last week, and that's great, but can the Dogs realistically go out there with that many attacking defenders every week? I just can't see it. I just don't think his job security is there. I'm just going with Gibcus just purely for the job security. He's going to score, especially in round 3, and he should still make money. And as he slowly gets himself back into the thick of things, he should be good, and I think that he'll make cash. And I just like his job security just that little bit better. And then I've got Josh Lindsay at the moment, who is on the bench. I haven't decided if I'm going with Grilge or Lindsay on field yet. I am tossing up between the two. I think both are going to score relatively similar. I guarantee you whichever one I pick, it'll be the wrong one. So I'll let you guys know who I go with before the round starts. So then you can pick the opposite. Moving on to the midfield, Zach Butters, just lock him in. Honestly, just lock him in. Nick Dacos, I know he's got the round 2 bye, so he's not playing next week, and that's annoying, but the guy scored 117 from 41 disposals, okay? That is not going to happen every week, all right? This guy can just keep scoring. And last year I didn't start him, and I was just chasing to get him in. The whole time, I just was in panic mode. I need to get Dacos in. I need to get Butters in. I need to get Bont in. Just start the players you want. Screw the buys. Noah Anderson scored 100 off a hard tag. He scored 1 goal 4 as well. I think he scored 1 goal 4 or 1 goal 3 or something like that. You know, if he kicked a couple more goals, that's a 120 plus game. Also, he's got Richmond and West Coast in his opening 2 weeks. Just pick the guy. Caleb Sarong, I can't believe he's got only 11% ownership. I just think that I don't know if he's necessarily going to go back to that 115 average midfielder, but I can't see him dropping much from there either. I can at least see a slight improvement. I just think that he's got more bodies and quality midfielders around him to protect him, like a Hayden Young and a Luke Jackson. So I'm just going to go with him. Also, he covers me for all the buys because Freo don't have an opening round buy. Sam Walsh scored 114, looked absolutely amazing. At that price, he is a steal, especially considering the preseason he had. He plays Richmond. His first 5 games are really good. I think he plays North Melbourne and Melbourne in his first 5 games or something as well. I just see so much value there, and I'm going with it. I've got Christian Petrarca in my midfield, and that is purely for some flexibility. I just think that I think the rookies in defense are better than the rookies in other areas, such as the midfield. So at the moment, I've got Petrarca in the midfield for flexibility, but then I am planned to move him into defense later. I know a lot of people have criticised that, but at the end of the day, as long as I've got Petrarca on my field, it doesn't matter if he's in my midfield or in the forward line. His score is his score. He could score the same score anywhere on the field, and it's still going to be the same score. And this way, I get to get better quality rookies who I think are going to do really well. Okay, Hayden Young. There's a bit of an injury concern over his head. We don't know if he's going to be named. If he's named, he's in my team. If he's not named, I probably won't go with him, obviously. I think I'll go with someone else, and then I'll just bring in a rookie who I really do want, who is sharp, who I haven't been able to fit in my team. So I would like Sharp. So if Hayden Young doesn't play, I'm jumping on Sharp. And I'm actually probably upgrading Blackiston to like a Clark. Now, I'm saying this, yes, I know I'm doing a team reveal and I'm saying I'm going to make more changes, but that's purely because if Hayden Young is not named. If Hayden Young's named, I'm not making any changes, okay? So this is all subject to players playing, right? I'm not going to just leave it the same because I've done a team reveal. This is my team provided everyone is playing, okay? Darcy Parish, insane value. He could be potentially 300k underpriced. He has reached those heights before on multiple seasons. I think he's had 3 or 4 seasons of 110 plus averages. Just go with him. Jaeger Smith is my first midfielder on the bench. Jack Carroll and Blameries. Blameries has been confirmed to debut. He's a 99 basement pace rookie. Just pick him. I've got Jack Carroll as well, just due to the role. If he doesn't play, I'll probably go with Sharp. I've got cash in the bank to do that. I just don't like Sharp's role. I prefer Carroll's role. And honestly, if I need to make a correction trade, I make a correction trade, whatever. We've got 40 trades or whatever it is. Now my ruck line. Tim English. I know that he kicked a couple of goals to get to that 117, but I think the new ruck rules really support his game style. The dude's a tall midfielder. Played midfielder his entire junior days. And then only started playing ruck because he got this huge growth spurt late in his junior days, okay? This guy can run all day, and the ball ups are they're not going to be waiting. The umpires aren't going to be waiting for ball ups anymore for these big lugging ruckmen to get to the contest. They're just going to be balling it up. So someone with like Tim English who can run all day is going to benefit from that when he has to go up against some random midfielder in the ruck contest. Also, he pushes forward. He has so much impact around the ground. I just think that he's the perfect ruckman for this kind of style. Then I'm going Lockie McAndrew, who is Adelaide's number one ruckman at the moment. Liam Reedy wasn't named, so I've got Zakostelski from Brisbane on the bench. He played last week, scored a 56, kicked a goal, had 6 disposals, chopped out in the ruck. Does he hold his spot in the side? It's tough to say. I would prefer a Cooper Duff Tyler if he ends up playing, because I think his job security is better, but I can't get to Cooper Duff Tyler. I don't have enough cash in the bank to do it. I've only got 57k, so I can't get to him, so I'm going to have to go with the next best thing, because Liam Reedy's been dropped, and I'm going to go Zakostley, if whatever his name is, ZZ. If he isn't named, I'm just going to have to go with the loop, because I can't get to Cooper Duff Tyler unless someone else is named out of the blue. Or I go Liam Reedy still, but that won't work as a loop, so I won't do that. Forward line. I was meant to do just the forward line. You guys got... Anyone watching this on their screens just saw my flex. Harry Sheasel, just pick him. Just do I have to explain why? Sam Flanders, I know that he only scored a 77, but had bulk CBAs, had the role. He had the role, okay? Just back him in. I can't... That could be his lowest score for the rest of the year. He'd go 100 plus for the rest of the year, for all we know, okay? Sam Lawler, named in the centre. Richmond have been speaking about how much they want the footy in his hands all pre-season. Has had an uninterrupted pre-season for the first time in a very, very long time, even from his junior days. The guy's been playing as a midfielder, rotating forward through all the match sims. That game that everyone went nuts about Windsor about, he had the same number of disposals as Windsor that day, playing midfield. He also had bulk CBAs that day for Richmond. Tim Taranto has stated publicly that he is playing more forward this year. This is a guy that has been Richmond's #1 Brownlow vote getter for the last 3 years and has won 2 club best and fairests in that time. Says Lawler could play more midfield. Lawler's playing midfield. Just pick him. Just pick him. If it doesn't work out, who gives a shit? He's in your forward line. Just pick him. I don't want to explain this anymore. Connor Butterick, 105, has that halfback role. Bailey Dale didn't have the efficiency that he usually has, and he looked a bit slow coming back from an injury. So I don't think Butterick has the main distribution role like he did last week, but should still be an important factor. Bevo's brought him in for a reason. This is the role that he plays well as. When he played in this role at the Suns, he actually scored well. It's just that he just didn't have that role because the Suns had so many distributing halfbacks. He will get DPP by round 6, and he should score well enough as well to make quite a decent amount of cash. Could even turn into a keeper potentially. Okay, potentially if this role sticks. Had 8 kick-ins. Mateus Philippou is 66 at that price. That's fantastic. He's playing midfield. Just pick him. Dev Robertson killed it in the last practice match. If he plays, which he should do, then he's in my team. Marshall, I think, is great value. Had one really bad practice game where he had 2 disposals and barely played. The other practice game, he scored an 85, 84. Had some kick-in duties. Had about 18 disposals. Looked great as well. But I'm going with Robertson, the traditional midfielder, ahead of Marshall on field. That could bite me in the butt, but look, it's rookie roulette, right? And then Leo Lombard, 69. His score's already in the system. I've been on this guy since Team Picker. I just thought that he's going to have a massive season. The Gold Coast Suns have had some departures, and I think that makes guys like Lombard be best 22, and he's got a Rising Star nomination because of it for a reason. So good on him. I think that he's the pick. And then for everyone that is not watching this on their screens, Tanner Bruin is my flex. I did squeeze him in. So when I dumped McKercher, I went with Blackiston, and then I was able to have some funds for Tanner Bruin, who previously wasn't in my team because I just couldn't fit him in. But with that 91 in that role that he had, where he was able to get 31 disposals, I just back him in. It's got Ryan Marrick in my head just all over again. Just pick him in, pick him. That's my team. That's it. There's not much else for this episode. My captains are clear. It's at the moment, I think Butters and Anderson are the best 2 captain and vice captain choices this week. I'm not doing any loops unless I have to. If I don't have an R3, then I will go a loop, but that is the only time. If ZZ's named, he's my R3. Thanks for watching. I'll be back same time, same place next week just to discuss all the shitty selections I started with and all the regrets I have, and to answer any questions that you guys might have as well. Make sure to give us a follow. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you next week.